Hi guys and gals and kittens, and welcome to the I Need a Magic show. So OpenAI 6th of November, they released the ability to create your own GPT. I'm gonna create a GPT now. Not really sure what to call these guys, but it's basically the ability to create your own like model. You can upload like 20 files, which it will do vector semantic search upon or RAG or whatever. Answering questions, allowing you to basically create a stripped down version of, you might argue, our entire value proposition, which is basically ChatGPT with your own data, right? So OpenAI now have this as a native feature. I'm not too worried though, for reasons that will be apparent as we proceed in this video though. And what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to use the GPT builder. I'm going to create my own GPT or assistant or, whatever you want to call these guys. And then I'm going to connect it to an API. You see, I already uploaded, I have a CSV file. I did a Google search for example CSV file. I found a CSV file with 100 names, emails, and phone numbers. I hope none of these are actually real phone numbers though. I need to emphasize it's just some gibberish I found online. Probably not. I see every single email address ends with example.org, so it's just rubbish data, really. However, the point being that I now have an association between a name and an email and a phone. And then I went into my cloudlet and I used SQL Studio to graphically create a database that happens to come inside with the structure of my CSV file. So I now have name, email, and phone here. And then I went to, let me open this guy in a different window. Then I created a hyperlambda snippet. And let me open HyperID in a different window too, to show you that what I basically did, I uploaded this CSV file here inside of my etc. folder. If I now go back to the hyperlambda playground, I choose snippets and I filter on CSV, then I've already stored import from CSV here. It's going to be a link in the description of this YouTube video to where you can find a code for this thing. However, basically this thing just loads the CSV file as text, then it converts it into a Lambda object, then it connects to my CRM database, and then it iterates through every single CSV record and executes and inserts into my database of choice. And in fact, I can actually go in here and now select all from people. As you can see here now, I have a database of like 100 records. And in fact, I can even delete from people. Just run the process once more. Select from people, no results. Execute this hyperlambda, ta-da, 100 results. Now if I go back to SQL Studio, as you can see here, now I have 100 results. So basically it's just a database table wrapping my CSV file. Now I am going to create an HTTP endpoint. And the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to expand modules folder, then I'm going to create a new module, call it foo, because why not? Inside of this module, I'm going to be creating foo.actually people.get.hl. I've now created an HTTP endpoint resolved through my cloudlet /foo/people. It's an HTTP get endpoint. What I'm going to be doing now is that I'm going to be assuming that it takes a name of type string, right? And then I'm going to do strings.concat get value. Why? Because I want to have the name wrapped around percentage signs, because what I want to do now, I want to connect to my CRM database that I want to select from people. Select name, email, phone from people where name like at filter colon x colon at strings.concat. So I now, and then I want to return nodes colon x colon minus /asterisk. So what I now basically have, I have an HTTP endpoint that allows me to query the endpoint given a specific name. So let's find a name here. We have Philip. Okay, let's do Philip. Go to manage endpoints, open it in a different window. Find my people endpoint and invoke it, passing in Philip. Ta-da! And as you can see now, it returns Philip, his email and his phone number. Now I want to connect this API to OpenAI, right? So the way I do that, I copy this guy, ta-da, and I have the URL on my clipboard. let me go back to ChatGPT and let's create, let's configure this builder, and then let's add an action, and let's add just import from this one, but because it gives us a default JSON for an open API thing. Title, get people, get contact information from CRM. Actually, get contacts, and then get contact information from CRM. Version, blah, blah, URL, blah, blah. Here we go. Here's my URL to my cloudlet. And its endpoint. So let me remove the query parameter. And as you can see, it takes name. Actually, we need to move this guy down here because the server is kind of like the module, I guess. Or actually, we could even go further. We could move this guy too. That, I guess, is the server. Here is the endpoint, and then it's a get, and then the description is returns phone number and email given a name. Operation ID, I'm not really sure if it really needs this, but the name of the parameter, there's one single query parameter, its name is name. It's in query, its description is name of contact you want to retrieve, phone number and email for. It is required and its type is string. Now we're not done. So now we need to add a privacy policy, otherwise it doesn't work. So I'm just going to copy our default privacy policy down here, privacy policy, copy that guy and just paste it in. And that's it. We're now done. We now have ChatGPT agent GPT, which is capable of doing lookups into our database. How cool is that? So now, look up Philip's phone number from my CRM, please. And hopefully this is going to work. Ah, never mind. Wrong window. Whoops. Copy. Preview. Here we go. And as you can see now, OpenAI, ChatGPT, basically is trying to invoke my HTTP endpoint. I'm going to click allow. You can click always allow, at which point you don't have to click the button. Now it invokes my API, and it looks up his phone number. 214, let's check out if that is right. I found Philip's contact information. His phone number is, so let's have a look at Philip. 214-112-6044-X4913. And his email address, for weird reasons, seems to be Bethany. But okay, who am I to judge? Let's look up Laurie. Find Laurie's email, please. So Laurie's email address is Buchanan Manual. Okay, whatever. And Laurie's email address seems to be, ta-da! And as you can see, it is accurate. So I've now created a custom GPT using nothing but OpenAI, adding integration towards Magic Cloudlet, which happens to have an API. If I want to, I can also, if I edit this guy, new GPT, let's have a look at it. I think it's this guy. I can give my GPT a name, I think, by saving it. I can share it publicly if I want to. Why doesn't it allow me to share it? GPT name cannot be empty. Okay, so where is the freaking name? Configure. Contacts CRM GPT. Contact CRM looks up contacts from our CRM database. Ask it to look up an email or a name or both, given a name as its input. Ta-da! Conversation starter. Ask me for Philip's phone number. I'm not really sure even what this actually is. I just started playing with this thing actually today. Additional settings. Turn off this guy, turn off web browsing. We already have the action, I guess, and that's perfect. And of course, the conversation starter is not going to be like this. What is Philip's phone number? Let's find a more interesting phone number. Let's do Mandy. What is Mandy's? Mandy's phone number. And I can save it. Okay, I'm going to save it as public bugger. And then let's share it. Yay! So we now have basically an AI interface, and as you can see here is the URL. I'm not sure what happens if I open this in incognito window. I probably got to log in with my OpenAI credential, so I'm not going to do that. However, it's got a conversation starter. What's Mandy's phone number, right? And now it is talking to our API. It is retrieving Mandy's phone number, and hopefully it's going to retrieve 992.466.4905, extensions 4947. Let's verify that that is correct. Mandy is down here, 992.466.4905.4947, and it's correct. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends. And ChatGPT, please say hi to my YouTube audience, because you're now on YouTube. Ta-da! Hello, YouTube audience. It's great to be a part of your community. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and ChatGPT says it. It's got to be friggin' true. So remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day, people.